boxing process and what he means to the city of Durham.
Man, he's a great man. If you show him you want to go get it, he gonna help you get it. But if you playing around, he's gonna play around with you. But if
Hmm.
you show him you want to do this and you gonna keep going and not stop, then he on your team most definitely. He's not for everybody though. I tell you that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So let's go back to the beginning for you when it first got when you first started your journey. Now you started boxing in high school. You started, and so that was really recently because you're 17 years old. So you recently started boxing, but you told me on IG message that you actually started fighting at 8 years old. Can you talk about the process of fighting till you were eight, and then the transition to boxing?
I mean, it was just like every day. At one point in my life, I was gonna fight somewhere. I was gonna fight outside. We was gonna fight in school. We was gonna fight at summer camp. We was gonna fight at basketball camp, wherever it was. We was gonna fight that day. And you might not. It might have been your choice to fight. You might not have no choice.
Hmm.
You might have to fight 3 people that day. But it is what it is, and you just had to live with that, because you gonna fight the next day too. So it's just like ain't no complaining, ain't no telling. You just whatever happened, you just pick your head up and keep going. And I just had to deal with a lot of that. And then high school hit. My mama got tired of that. I ain't gonna lie, I was doing them boys nasty. Freshman, I was fighting singles.
Hmm.
I did one too bad, and my mama had put me in boxing. I'm glad she did that though.
Hmm.
Yeah,
How did boxing change your life?
I mean, it gave me an opportunity to make millions, billions. I'm on the way up. I say, I don't care who in front of me. I don't care what size you is, weight size, heavyweight, middleweight, waterweight. I'm going up to 140. I'll fight you, whatever you is. I don't care what you is. I'm gonna keep going. I'm not gonna stop. So
Hmm.
yeah,
Where did you get your confidence from as a fighter and as a young man?
I got faith in the Most High.
That's deep. That's deep, brother.
That's the only way.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So in terms of, so you're 3-0 as an undefeated fighter. Talk about the first time you went into the boxing ring and then ultimately that first W. Talk about transitioning from training for your first fight and then winning your first fight as a boxer.
Okay. See, I was gonna say my first fight was only my only healthy fight,
Hmm.
but it wasn't. Now that I think about it, because I had recovered from a back injury, I couldn't walk for 2 months.
Hmm.
But I did get real healthy, like at the beginning of the fight. But all the fights I fought, I've been hurt, messed up, all my fights. But this first one, I got hit in the back. I had to recover for that. So as soon as I learned how to walk, I go to physical therapy. It was like 2 months later, I get in the ring and tell coach, I'm trying to fight. I'm hurt. He don't even know how bad I'm hurt. I get hit in the back once. It's over. But I've been outgrew that. So I'm training every day. We running miles and miles and miles. I'm gonna wake up 4 o'clock, run if I got to. I'm gonna wake up 3 o'clock and stay up to 10 o'clock working out all day if I got to. We'll do whatever it takes. Whoever's in front of me is up. It's whatever. I don't care. I got in there. I'm very experienced. This is my first fight. I was still very experienced, but I was very inexperienced too. So it was just like I went in there and I just pressed the gas the whole time. Just press the gas. Didn't let off the gas. I stopped him first round. They kept wiping blood off his face. It was just like it's too much blood. It's too much blood. We can't see his face. We got to stop it.
That's amazing, man. That's amazing. Talk about, because you talked about a little bit there, where you talked about how you were experienced yet inexperienced at the same time. Talk about, of course, we know that you were experienced in terms of fighting, but in what ways do you feel like you were inexperienced?
I mean, at the first fight,
Yes, sir.
it was just like I was a brawler. I'm just gonna go in there and bang it out with you. That first fight, I wasn't really using distance jab, none of that. I wasn't used to that. I was going there and bang it out with you. And we're gonna bang it out till somebody drop. And I ain't never been dropped except for that time I got hit in my back. So you feel me? I was just gonna do whatever it took to get him out. And then after that, I started to see started to fight more, spar more, and I realized, I had to play by the rules. To be honest.
Mm. Is there a certain humility that you need to have? I mean, as someone who's been experienced, you've experienced the fight game. You know what the real streets are like in terms of fighting.
Yeah.
Is there a certain amount of humbleness that you have to have in terms of relearning that style of being patient of
Talking about real life or boxing?
No, I'm saying like transitioning from real life fighting to boxing. You have to almost relearn certain styles. What was that process like? And almost you had to humble yourself a little bit to be patient with that. Is that correct?
To be honest with you, it's reversed. All of that is reversed. I'm not gonna lie to you, because I know in that boxing ring, I'm gonna put my hands on you. I'm gonna do you whatever way I want to do to you, and after the ring, you're not gonna do nothing about it. If I take this man outside and he touched me outside that ring, I'm not doing no fighting with that man. They don't do fighting out here no more. I'm not gonna risk my hands for nobody. I'm not gonna do nothing crazy, but like let's just say somebody else, non-boxer, two random people, they get fighting. You think they just gonna just be like, "Oh, that was good"? I mean, it's happened before. I seen it, but I just seen the other way probably more. It's not no dapping up. After they fight, they not cool. You know what I mean? This ain't no sport. It's real life. This man just assaulted you. You gotta be way more humble out here. And maybe out there in Raleigh or Cary you can do that, but not around here. Nah, you ain't scared of no man, but you don't got a seat in a war with everybody. You never know who's willing to lose everything over nothing.
You're right. So in a sense, you have to. There always has to always be respect. Period. So really, that's one of the reasons why you see fighters that are so respectful, and it's almost like there's a certain amount of peace that they have to have, because if you go against someone's peace as a fighter, you can get jacked up. Same thing that can happen in certain parts of the inner city. People are very polite. People are very patient. But if you press them, that's an issue.
But the thing about that is, I don't care. I don't at all. I don't care if you're mad. I don't care if you're sad. I don't care if you're going through something with your family. If you in that ring with me, I'm trying to put you down. I don't care what you got going on with your life. I might not even look in your eyes. I might just look at your body, because that's all I want to touch. I don't care what you're going through. I'm not here to be the sympathetic boxer. I'm here to go to the top and become world champion. That's all I'm here for. All that other stuff, I give you advice, but when we're in that ring, I don't care if we go to the same gym, we live. That's how in the city get down.
Oh, Mel, my producer, she's got a question for you.
Okay, as a boxer, and you're a known boxer, what if you are not boxing, this certain night, and you go out, and then someone starts a fight with you? Are you allowed to fight that person, or what? I always wanted to know that, like a real boxer, can you fight out in the streets, or will you get in trouble for fighting?
Let me say this. You got a good question. It's just the wrong person, because like I said before, I'm not fighting nobody. I'm not doing no fighting. I'm not fighting nobody. You can add it. If the problem little, I'm just walk off. Like I ain't tripping. I ain't tripping for real. I got bigger things to think about. It's money to be made out here.
Yep.
I ain't tripping. I ain't fighting nobody. That's the thing about boxing. It's like, I don't know why people think because people box, they about to just fight you. Like, nobody's trying to fight for
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, like, what if you was somewhere and a fight broke out and...
I think maybe I get what you're saying. What Mel is basically saying, like, so I think another example is like for a UFC fighter, and I think
I'm gonna handle it peacefully. And let's say that.
Yeah, and I agree. I agree with Scotty. What he's saying is exactly right, because Scotty is going to be in a position where he's going to make millions of dollars one day because of his skills, right?
Yeah.
So there are certain people in real life who are jealous of people who have those opportunities of greatness, who are great. And there was a fighter, there was a UFC fighter, Cowboy Cerrone, Scotty, and basically, old dude tried to threaten this girl so he could fight with this UFC fighter just because.
Inside the ring is not the same out outside the ring. You have to be more hungry outside the ring. Like,
Wow.
I'm not playing with you with anything. I'm not even playing with you in the ring. Like, I'm really trying to do damage and hurt you. Like, I'm trying to break you down. Like, I might want you to quit the sport that, like, I want to beat you. Like, I'm not in there to be nice. So, even outside the ring, why would you think I would just turn to this? Is such a nice guy. I'm a respectable dude. Like, I don't mess with nobody. You know. I don't do nothing crazy, but you know. But yeah. Like I said, I just try to be on my P's and Q's, try to be respectful, cause what would I do in that situation? You know what I mean? Like, I don't even know what I'm trying to say. I ain't trying to say.
You're right. Yes, Mel's right. People will literally try to target you just because of your resources and because of who you are, and
I'm gonna protect my family. That's what I meant to say. I'm gonna protect my family. My family, yeah.
That's different. Yes,
I
absolutely.
can say that.
If family is involved and somebody's threatening family, then then all that other stuff goes out the window.
Yeah. Would he lose it all though? Would he like?
No,
lose his,
well, it just depends.
whatever deals he got and
It depends.
stuff like that, if he was to fight outside the ring with somebody that came to pick on him, and he didn't call to fight, but he was fighting. Would he lose his? You know what I'm saying? Like endorsements
Like
and
if your
stuff
hands
like that.
register and you fight somebody, just like.
Cause you got
I
registered
don't think
hands,
so.
right?
I don't think so.
Wouldn't
I
that
don't
be,
know.
like,
I don't
certified?
plan on getting in no fights. To be honest with you.
Yeah, yes, like what Scotty was saying. It's
It depends.
It really depends. It really depends. Like if somebody is going after, I'll give you an example. There was a fighter. There was somebody who was trying to break into someone's house, a UFC fighter's house. He broke into him. The UFC fighter was defending his home and gave that man them work. You know what I'm saying? He gave him that work. You know what I'm saying? Dropped him, kicked him, elbowed him, did all that work. You know what people labeled him? A hero, and he got more sponsors. So if you defend
Depends on the situation.
your family, people are saying, "Hey, that's a man."
Yeah.
That's, you know what I'm saying. But if you're out here and you're like Conor McGregor and you're at a beer and somebody's talking crap and you punch him in the face and he's 60 years old, you just punch a 60-year-old man in the face because he talked crap about you, you're gonna lose sponsors.
To lose your life right then and there.
Exactly. And so it really just depends. And I think honestly, so Scotty, actually that leads to my next question in terms of peace. Like, how has boxing, in a sense, has boxing helped you in terms of control, in terms of knowing when to punch and when not to punch, or was that already ingrained in you?
It came from other experiences in life, but boxing, it's all depending on what you're doing. Like I said, I had to learn outside the ring on how to move and move properly for my safety. In the ring, I'm telling you, man, I don't see nothing bad, but I don't want to see no good in that ring. I don't want to hurt you. Like, I genuinely want you to just be messed up, bloody, on the floor. I don't even want you moving. That's how I know when you on that floor and you can't move, it's just something about that. But when you fall, I'm trying to get that on video now.
I got you. So, you're undefeated as a 3-0 fighter. Have you had a tough fight so far? And if not,
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I'm tripping. Let me talk about it. The first fight, I was pretty healthy. The second fight, I was messed up. I took a laxative, right? The day before the fight, right?
Okay.
But the day before that, I had already took a laxative, and I took the Max Limit. So the day on the fight, we go to Waffle House, boom, I'm eating. Instantly, it's over right there. Like, it's bad. I was bad for hours, messed up on the floor. Something, car seat, like, throwing up. But I got in there and I just, just pressed on the gas the whole time. Yeah. My
Wow.
third fight was pretty hard too. It was decent though. Good fight, but I lost. I said it was 9 pounds in 4 days, but my mom said it was 7 and 3. But either way, I started somewhere, so it was really around there, either 9 and 4 or 7 and 3. And I wasn't doing no training for it. I was just weight loss and the whole time, like to the very fight.
Wow.
And then
Talk
that's
about
when
it.
I ain't gonna lie.
Talk about that weight loss in such a quick time span, because boxers and fighters in general, they know how to do that in ways that the regular man or woman doesn't know how to do or doesn't execute it the same way. Talk about that process.
Man, it ain't for everybody. I ain't got no choice though, for real. So it's just like you gotta get up. 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 8 o'clock, 12 o'clock. Might be in the afternoon. You gotta go somewhere. You gotta go run. You gotta watch what you eat. You're not eating. You starving, my God. That feel good. What you mean? You're not hungry. You good right now. Your stomach eating everything inside of you. You in pain. You hungry. You thirsty. You ain't drinking nothing. You ain't eating nothing. You gotta lose about 6 more pounds, my God, in 2 days. What? Nah. You're eating nothing today, actually. And it's just like that. You do that, and you still gotta work out on nothing. You gotta let your body eat itself. And then you gotta go fight right after that. No real recovery. Because anything you eat 30 minutes before the fight, that nutrition not gonna hit you for real. You know what I mean? You losing pounds for 5 days and you think one sandwich gonna work? Nah, man, it's crazy. You gotta really want. You gotta really want. I had faith. I started the week out at, I was seeing like 137. But by the time the fight started, I was 129.
Wow.
So, good.
Wow.
1-1.
Wow. Talk about your greatest sparring sessions, and have you had a sparring partner that pushed you in ways that really helped you throughout your career so far?
Yeah. Shout out my dog Tez, my dog Zay, Sada, Quan. I done had some great sparring partners. To be honest with you, I don't even fight people my age. I only fight like people that's like older. So it's just like I feel like that helps me a lot. Like more than anywhere I feel like where I'm at right now, I just gotta keep working harder, sparring the people I'm sparring, and keep going. It's just I done been a lot of great sparring sessions. Sparred pros, people my size. There's a lot. People I named though. Yeah, shout out to them. That's my people. That's in the city right there. If it ain't in the city, it's shitty. They're my peoples. Other than that, I ain't giving no credit to nobody else.
Respect. Talk about your city, Durham, North Carolina. That's both of our cities, man. I claim the state of North Carolina because I was around a lot of places. But Durham is where I'm from, and I believe Durham is a beautiful city. I believe even with everything that goes on, even with the quote unquote, we all know there's negative stuff that happens, right? But we know
I don't know nothing about nothing, but yeah.
We know there could be potential negative stuff, but we also know the good in Durham. So just talk about the good in Durham. You know that people from Durham know. You know, shout out to Durham, North Carolina, by the way. So shout out to Durham. Talk about it.
You say good stuff?
Yes, sir.
Like what you mean by like good? Give me a definition. Give me a definition
People.
real quick.
The people.
Okay. Yeah. Shout out my dudes. You know. Shit. I mean, scratching. Nah, Durham got some good people. Durham got some good people that's trying to help the city. You know, people at the healthcare, all that. They got some people that really want to help the city, and we got people that don't. We got people that do too. Teachers. Shout out to the teachers. They really be trying. They don't really get paid a lot, I guess. You know, they just try though. They try. Cause when you think about it, and you really needed that educational help back then,
Mm.
or whatever, back then, and they was the ones to really go out their way.
Yeah,
So,
that's
it
a
is what
fact.
it is.
That's a fact. Talk about the boxing culture in Durham, because I'm not too familiar with it, man. I didn't even know that y'all were from Durham until Coach Massey told me. Talk about, because it's where there's a lot of great athletes, and I believe Durham produced a lot of great athletes, but
Shout out to Blake, too.
you
Shout
know,
out.
like talk about the culture of boxing in Durham, North Carolina. What is it like?
I mean, what boxing? Like, I'm confused. What
The
boxing?
people, so like inner city youth and boxing center, other boxing gyms. So when I say the culture of boxing,
Yeah.
I'm talking about the boxing gyms, the fighters in Durham. The level of expertise as well as the level of experience.
My bad.
No
bad.
worries, no worries.
You got me a little mistaken. I didn't express myself enough back then when I had said that I don't care. I don't care about who is who. I don't care if you experience. I don't care about the culture for real. I mean, it's cool. We all watch boxing. We come to the gym talk about boxing, but I want to hurt somebody. I'm strictly going there to hurt everybody. Whoever's in that ring, I want you down. I want to get better, so I can keep doing that on the highest levels. Just put everybody down. I'm trying to put everybody that's on the top right now down on the floor. That's why I'm in there every day. That's why I'm in there. Even if I'm not in there every day, that's why I'm still working out. So it's just like all the questions, all the politics sometimes. I let coach handle that. Coach tell me to attack, and I'm trying to put you down. That's really where I'm at in boxing right now. Just listening, really, following what coach say. He tell me to go, and I'm already gone.
What are some of the greatest lessons that Coach Massey has instilled in you or taught you in the boxing ring?
I mean, he done taught me a lot of stuff, man. It's just like, one of the main things he be saying is stay away from these females. He be telling me that all the time.
Okay.
He right, though. To be honest, they don't really mean you no good at all, for real. Not around here. You might find one, maybe. I don't know. That's on you, though. Your journey.
Respect. What are some other great lessons or great advice that Coach has talked to you about in the boxing ring as well as out?
I was just like, he taught me stuff that I was already kind of put on to, because he was just like, you out there. I mean, I had to learn a lot of stuff. And learn a lot of rules that weren't rules, and just ways to move that you got to move like. And it was just like Coach started to go into more detail about some of the stuff I already knew, just about body language. Like I can look you in your eyes while you talking and tell if you mean me harm, and you just talking about, did I have a good day? I know when to walk away. I can just pinpoint you and be like, oh nah, I don't even like how you moving. I don't like how you walking. You want some stuff. It's just like Coach said. He tell me like, really be like, stay out the way. He keep telling me I got a way to make $1 million with my hands. That's why I take my hands so serious. I used to be punching refrigerators, holes in walls. I done punched about 3 holes in the gym. Coach tried to blame me for the fourth one. Won't me though. And I used to just go crazy. Like, I hit whatever. Metal, concrete, wood. Broke my hand before punching the concrete like it was nothing. It's just like, you don't really know until it's after you done did that damage is there. I can go outside, go hit the tree right now 50 times hard as I can. By 50 and 2 minutes later, I realized my fingers is probably gonna be all broken. So it's just like, I gotta learn how to move right, keep moving right. Coach, he a good dude, man. Shout out to Coach Massey.
Yes, sir. Shout out to Coach Massey. Scotty, I want to say that I appreciate you for coming on to speak with me about your journey, man, because I think what you're doing and what you will do will inspire younger kids than you. It will inspire people who are even older than you to do what they love, to put their city on their back, to put their family on their back. That's why you're doing it. You're fighting for your family. You're fighting for your future. You're fighting for so many different things.
Fighting for a bunch of people.
For a bunch of people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so, that means something. That means something to the people who you're supporting, who you're loving, and that means something to the people who are watching you. So, I first want to shout out you for someone at such a young age who has discovered their purpose. And so I salute to you for what you're doing, and I'm here to support in any kind of way I can.
Appreciate that, man. Appreciate
Yes, sir.
That. Hopefully one of these days we super big time when we meet again.
Absolutely. Where can the people find you on Instagram? Do you have any other social media that they can find you?
Big Young Scotty 3. TikTok, YouTube, Instagram. Everything Big Young Scotty 3. Keep tuning in to this Instagram. Don't like none of my pictures if you're not going to click on that link. If you click on that link, go watch the video. Go to the YouTube. I don't even care if you like the Instagram, follow the Instagram. Care if you like the TikTok, follow the TikTok. Go to that YouTube. That's where I'm trying. I want you at. You know what I mean? Y'all, the fans, whatever you want to be called. I don't care.
Yes, sir. Follow my man on YouTube.
Big Young Scotty.
Big Young Scotty 3. Thank you, brother. And you have an incredible day.
You too, sir.
You're listening to the Sports Cycle on 105.1 Live.
Oh yeah.